Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Handoff to Xavier. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got the quick pass. Caught, and he's got room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Headed to the edge, it's Marshall. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood. That's caught. It's Marsh. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The give on the counter. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Marshall. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The offense changing the play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Under fire. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to run it. Quarterback's got the first. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
Could be an alley. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive player.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback adapting. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback, he throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A little release to the back. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left.
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught close to the marker. It's Marshall. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Throwing, Underwood. Fakes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
Here's Underwood to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, textbook how you end a 1st half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll bring it out. It's the Tegna. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the...
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's got that bayou speed. Like, I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Pressure coming. Chase to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them
maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the house call coming on the run from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Throwing, Underwood. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Catch in the middle, it's Owens. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
And this guy's showing you why the fullback position's still alive and well in college football. What a weapon this guy is in this offense. How about that explosive play?
The option, the keeper, makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the... But the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Big Blue with the response. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to turning it on! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's Underwood to throw. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this.
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. There he goes.
And, David, that was a situation where the defense probably knew this guy was going to take off with the ball himself, and still they couldn't bring him down. How good has this quarterback been all game long, running the football? There he's able to scramble, get the first down, and ice the game.
Yeah, and I don't care if you know, like, I'm getting my best play with the football, and I'm going to let him do his thing. And you get an extra blocker instead of the quarterback handing the football off. They trusted their guy, and he just put this game on ice.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. We stay this day with Molly. Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, both teams are in the top 10. This SEC matchup is going to be hard. He said we have to eliminate all penalties at the line of scrimmage and be the most efficient version of ourselves all season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Zategna. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They'll try the counter. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Mateer. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zips it out to his man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Frazier. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Got enough for the 1st. Breaks into the open.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure, and they got it.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass. Complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Makes a connection, and he's brought down after a nice game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Push forward on the sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback.
Scores on the sneak.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he's coming out of the end zone. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, buying some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Handoff for Frazier. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coach
lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Georgia going up tempo. Frazier again. Shows him the stiff arm. There's some room. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Stockton. Under fire. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Lost a throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Pocket breaking down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He's brought down at the 6th of the defense, feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Booster!
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Sategna. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line.
Snags it, and he's open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they... This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before before the game. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's more. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore finds a man on the left. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
In the gun on third down, Moore makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out here.
Dante Moore.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Going long.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone cover.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
More to throw for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. Stands in and takes the hit. Looking to get it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags it over the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now
turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Moore finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Play number 10 on this series. Here's more to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Almost the D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Moore wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Moore. Looking to buy time. Got some room in into the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore makes the grab, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that crow roll.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do we kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
More to throw for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to line up, finding some room.
This offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. No chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Dante Moore. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
To the air, it's Mateer. He's got the back in the middle. Snags it, and there's running room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take.
It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo.
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Coming out with it, it's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the right.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their 1st drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your 1st play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The screen, he can go. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Ready, ready. Red 18, red 18. Go!
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete on the left to Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's looking into the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on in midfield. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's